Good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started while everyone is kind of hopping on here. I'm Kathleen Hargrove. I am a self-confidence coach. I utilize self-image and personal style to help people gain self-confidence. And we'll get into a little bit more of how the program works in just a minute. Just want to let a couple more people in. And then I am going to share my screen and start the presentation. So hope everyone's doing well. A couple days after 4th of July that you've recovered. If you had people over or were doing some fun things, I was lucky enough to see almost my entire family. My 3 girls were here, just missing my son. So, okay, let me get to this screen share and let's get going. Okay, I want to there we go. Okay, so like I said, I'm Kathleen Hargrove. I'm a self-image coach for confidence and success. I help people with their self-image and personal style, as well as mindset coaching to up-level or elevate their self-confidence. So this is a masterclass, and you're going to discover why self-image is more than you think it is. You're going to find out the 5 steps to elevating your self-image. You're going to learn the 1 concept to take control of your closet. And everyone who's live here is going to get the core wardrobe checklist emailed directly to you after this. So a little bit about me. I'm a wife, a mom of 4. I'm a grandmother and a dog mom. I love the ocean, France. I love coffee shops. I grew up in Germany. My father was in the military. I went to school in Connecticut, lived in Massachusetts, and have lived in Texas for about 10 years now. If I could do it again, I think I might study costume design and do costumes for theater and movies. And some of the things I love to do are read, travel, go to my morning boot camp. I like yoga and sewing. So how I got to where I am, I studied fashion retailing and merchandising. I got a degree in that. I was a merchandiser for the Gap. I was a designer for a furniture store here in Texas called Hemispheres. That's no longer open. They've closed it down. I got a design certificate, and I was an office manager for an interior design firm in Dallas. And after that, I had a professional organizing business. In 2020, during the lockdown, I listened to the Life Coach School podcast. It resonated so much that I then became a certified life coach. So I like to take everything I've learned, my whole past, and kind of package it up and help people in these areas, which helps boost your self-esteem. Find out who you are and do it on purpose. So I think the main characteristic for success is self-confidence. And one way to boost your self-confidence is through your image. What is self-confidence? Well, confidence is knowing you can do something based on past evidence. I know I can pour a glass of water. I've done it a lot of times before. Self-confidence is being willing to try, being willing to fail, and being willing to try again and maybe again. That's what self-confidence is, knowing that you might fail, taking that step anyway. So how does self-confidence get you there? So it gives you the drive to start things, the ability to stand up for yourself, the ability to say yes and no. It helps you overcome your fears. It gives you belief in yourself. It helps you set the bar high, stretch your limits, gives the ability to ask questions, and it believes in winning. What's the fastest way to boost your self-confidence? It's self-image. Self-image is a mental portrait that you've painted subconsciously of who you are and how the world works for you. Be, do, have. A lot of us live our lives have, do, be. You think that once you have something, you will do it this way and you will be whatever it is, successful. When in reality, you need to be, do, have. So you need to be the person who already has that success in your dress, in your surroundings, in your mindset. And what this means to me is you up-level your self-image to be the person that you want to be in your goals. So you will dress like, you will carry yourself like, you will speak like you are already that person. The first way I do this is through color analysis. Color analysis is determining what base color your skin tone is. It's either going to be warm or cool. Everyone falls into those two categories. If you're warm, it's more yellow based, and if you're cool, it's the blue based colors. Here you see how we break it down into the 4 seasons. Cool is winter and summer, and warm is spring and autumn. The winter and the autumn are the deeper, darker, richer colors, and the spring and summer are the lighter colors for the lighter skin tones. Your brand, your personal style is what people say about you when you're not in the room. What do people say about you, and what do you want people to say about you when you're not in the room? Okay, next thing we do is body type analysis. This has nothing to do with weight loss. This has nothing to do with the American standard. Everybody falls into a certain body type style, or maybe a kind of a combo of two. If you don't like the names of apple, hourglass, triangle, inverted triangle, rectangle, choose your own, choose none. But body type is going to help you determine which clothing styles look best on your body type. So once you've got the colors that look best on you, then we decide what styles look best on you, and that's how you're going to start to build your wardrobe. Fashion is architecture, it's a matter of proportions. And yes, math comes into fashion. The rule of thirds, here you see it in nature, in photography, in the buildings, 2/3 and 1/3, the thirds rule. It's most pleasing to the eye when things are broken into thirds. Here you see the lady in the pink top. When it's half and half, it's not as pleasing to the eye as when she tucks it in and you see 1/3 and 2/3. And the gal with the black top and the white skirt, when you see the skirt and the turtleneck, it's 1/3 black, 2/3 white. But interestingly enough, when she puts the jacket on, the jacket is the 2/3 and the white part of the skirt is the 1/3. And that's very pleasing to our eye, both of those breakdowns. Here, a little bit blurry in the pictures, but you can see it again where 1/3 and 2/3 is way more pleasing than sort of the half and half or broken up into different sections. And one more time, you can see where proportion is important. Then we move on to personal style. Now, this is where your personality comes in and you choose. You're going to choose this happens to be one that I found on Pinterest. And you could choose from here. There are lots of different things. There are quizzes where you can determine your own personal style, but you probably know your personal style. I like casual and I like classic or traditional looks. So I'm kind of a sporty traditional. You might be dramatic where you like angular things, creative where the lady is very colorful, large jewelry, large eyeglasses. Romantic is going to be very flowy, ruffles, and this is your personal style. This is what you choose. You can choose a combination of 2 or maybe 3, but once you start to go to all of them, then your wardrobe is not going to be as cohesive as if you stuck to the 2 main that you are, to the 2 main ones. So, like I said, I'm sporty traditional, looking for a life of ease and grace. That's my motto, my personal style motto. Okay, so here's the thing that is going to really help in your wardrobe. It's creating a capsule wardrobe. Now, capsule is not minimal. Minimal is when you only have a certain number of items in your closet. You just don't go over that, and you just don't purchase more than that. A capsule wardrobe is a mix and match. And in a capsule wardrobe, you're going to want to keep these core items in basic colors. So pants are going to be black, blue, brown, maybe olive, and khaki, depending on whether you are cool, winter or summer, or warm, spring or autumn. And then you're going to choose the pant styles that are your body type, that suit your body type. Next, you're going to choose, they have about 10 tops there, 2 long sleeve, 2 blouses, a couple of t-shirts. So you're going to want about 10 in those core colors. Again, chambray, white, black, gray, striped is always a good choice. And then you're going to choose based on your personality type, whether it's going to be t-shirts or blouses or flowy tank tops. And that's going to be part of your capsule core wardrobe. Then you're going to add the tops in, or the items put over, like a cardigan, denim jacket, coats. And shoes. You're going to want about a handful of shoes, maybe boots, flats, a pair of wedge sandals, two pair of sneakers, like a white pair and a darker pair. Depending again on your personality style, you might want some ballet flats if you are traditional, romantic, maybe even sporty. Sporty is definitely going to have the sneakers. Oftentimes, if you are sort of a modern, you're not going to want the sneakers, or you're going to have some higher end sneakers. So a capsule wardrobe is a limited amount of items in core colors, basic colors. And from there, you're going to add in to create other outfits with jewelry, with scarves, with purses and belts. And those are the things that are going to give versatility to these items. What's not listed on here is a dress. You might want to add in a black dress that can be dressed up, dressed down. You could wear sneakers with it, you could wear flats with it, you could wear heels with it, with a little cardigan or a denim jacket and sneakers. But the capsule wardrobe is the best way to start your wardrobe and get a good base for your wardrobe. Okay, and then I like to give some tips on closet organization. If you go to my website, there is a pop-up form where you can get your closet flowchart closet clean out flowchart that helps you walk the steps through organizing your closet. But some of the tips I like to give people are use all the same hangers. I like the slim velvet hangers. They're very slim. You can fit a lot of them in your closet. The items tend to not slip off because of the velvet. And I like to use those, use them all in one color, and that makes it unified and gives you visual cohesion. So everything looks the same and looks very organized. Face all your clothing in one direction. I like to have the buttons facing to the left, and that's how I hang all my clothes. Hang by type of clothing. So you hang all your pants together, you hang all your skirts together, you hang all your blouses together. If you hang your t-shirts, I prefer to fold t-shirts, but you'd hang all those together. Then once you hang everything together, you color coordinate. So in my blouses, you can see there, the blues are together, then there's a pink, and then there are the whites. And that way, when you know what color blouse or top you want to wear, you go to that section and everything's together instead of sifting through every single item on your rack to try to find that top or a top to go with what you're wearing. Another tip is only keep clothing that fits you today in your closet. If possible, and you need to keep some clothing that you're not sure you want to get rid of, I recommend putting it into a different closet, or maybe boxing it up and putting it under a bed or somewhere. And if there's something that you need from it, want from it, you go get it. And so that then will stay in your closet. But don't keep a variety of sizes. That's not good for our mental health. And it makes it so much more organized if you know that everything in your closet is something that fits you today. And then lastly, I love to tell people to use their vertical space. So use the wall space for hats, get tower racks for shoes, hang your jewelry on the walls. I think I already said hats. Scarves. I hang scarves on a wall. I have a pegboard with all these hooks, and I can hang all my scarves. Then I can just sift through them, and I keep those in a bit of a color order too, so that I can go to, I need a blue today, or I need a purple today. And those are some of the tips that I like to give people for closet organizing. Like I said, if you go to the website and you fill up the pop-up form, you'll get emailed the closet clean out flowchart, and it walks you through how to decide for every item what you should do with it. Do you get rid of it? Is it in good condition or bad condition, or not in good condition? Does it fit you? Is it something you like? Does it fall into your color category? Does it fall into your body type category? And from there, you build your core wardrobe, and after that, you add in your accessories, and that's how it's done. So when you are true to your colors and your style, it translates into home decor. You can see down at the bottom, it's more of a traditional home. Up in the middle, it's more of a modern style home, and into the closet and other accessories. Okay, and now going on to the mindset. Now, this is a big part of self-confidence. I use something called the model, and with the model, we can walk through just about anything, any circumstance. So what we do is look at the circumstance, and a circumstance is a fact. It's something that everyone is going to think the same thing. The sky is blue. That's a fact, right? you might say, she said mean words. Well, somebody else might not think those are mean words. So what we say is, she said words. Now we go from that and we say, what's the thought from that? Well, I was angry because I thought they were mean words. Or maybe the thought is, I think they're mean words, and the feeling is anger, right? And the action you're going to take from that is going to give you a result. Whereas, in that circumstance, she said words, the thought is, she didn't mean anything by them. The feeling is neutral, or I'm fine. And the action is, I texted her like normal and we're still friends. Whereas in the previous example, maybe you texted something nasty and the result is a falling out. So this is how we take the model and work through our confidence, our self-confidence, body type, the things we think of ourselves, why we don't take those steps that we want to take, why we're not going for the goals that we really want. It's because of the thought that you're having about that, and the feeling that comes up. And from that feeling, you're going to take action. You're going to get certain results. So if you want a different result, you're going to have a different thought and a different feeling about it. So those are the things that we work through in the coaching calls. We do both individual and group coaching. Group coaching is great because people will speak up and you might not have a chance to say something that day, but you will hear somebody say the exact same thing. And not only will you get a good answer from that, but it's also very reassuring to know that everyone's going through the same things. So here is a QR code that will take you to my calendar to book a free introductory call where we can chat and see how I can help you. KathleenHargrove.com is the website. There is my phone number, and my email address is hello@KathleenHargrove.com. I would love to touch base with each one of you and see how I can help you elevate your self-image, help you with your personal style, and in turn, help you with your self-confidence. Let's see, I am going to finish sharing. And here is actually a QR code to get you to the closet clean out flow chart. I'll leave it up for a moment and you can scan that. It's also at KathleenHargrove.com. It'll pop up and you will be prompted to just enter some information so that I can email that to you. So let's see. Someone's asking the hangers that I recommend, the slim hangers. I do recommend those. Yes, they will possibly leave a little bit of a line on the shoulders. Everything's going to have a little bit of a trade-off. If you use the white plastic hangers, maybe you don't get that line, but they're not as slim as the velvet hangers. So everything's a little bit of a trade-off. What works best for you, go with what works best for you. But I do recommend all the same hangers. So if you use the white plastic hangers, use all white plastic hangers. That's just visually pleasing. How do you do the color analysis? That is something that is done. You can do it in person or I can do it online with someone. You just kind of need some natural lighting. I have some fabrics that I can drape, but I also have a questionnaire that we can walk through, and we can probably pretty well get to your colors through that, and through understanding. You probably already know what colors look good on you, because those are going to be the ones that people say to you, wow, your eyes look great today. Oh, your skin looks really, really nice today. So those are colors that you kind of already tend to go towards. So we can do a lot of process of elimination and talking and figuring out what colors look best on you and determine your colors that way. And then body type analysis is using measurements. So it's easy enough to do in person or on a Zoom call to figure out the body type. And from there, I have a list of the clothing that looks best on different body types. And then it's a matter of personal style and what you choose to wear. Do you like graphic t-shirts, or do you like plain t-shirts, or do you prefer to wear blouses with collars, without collars, that kind of thing. And you come up with your own personal style statement that way. So, okay. All right, I'm going to stop sharing here. And I am going to thank you all for being here today. I hope to see you all on a call go book a call. If you can't find anything, please email me, please reach out to me. I'm happy to create a time where we can chat and figure out what's going to work best for you and get you, your best personal style and elevate your self-confidence. All right, bye.